Okay, and here we are again for week 4 to 6. So really kind of fine-tuning that recovery period, that you're feeling good. If you have any pressure in your pelvic floor or had any pressure in your pelvic floor, that it's starting to ease. Symptoms of leakage or anything like that is starting to ease. Better control of wind and bowel movements. Start thinking about your questions for your 6-week checkup. If you are having issues, start thinking about booking a 6-week checkup with the physiotherapist, particularly if you're feeling that you can't feel the squeeze and the release in your pelvic floor, or things aren't going as smoothly. And also, if you're thinking about going back to high intensity exercise, the best investment for your future is to know exactly what your pelvic floor is doing, so that you're in control of the information and you know exactly what your body is doing. So we're now 4 to 6 weeks, so you're probably out walking, doing a little bit more. So we're going to bring a bit more upright into the exercise. So we're just going to roll the shoulders, but at the same time, we're going to keep it short, keeping the emphasis on recovery, but at the same time, building gradually toward that 6-week. So roll your shoulders backwards, nice big rolls. Bring your hands together, reach down and chin down, reach forwards, bring your arms up and around, give your shoulders a roll. Bring your hands together, reach down, chin down, reach forwards, bring your arms up and around, and again roll your shoulders, bring your hands together, reach down, chin down, reach forwards, bring your arms up, drop one arm down, side bend, up and over, breathe in, and on the breath out, reach up and over to the other side. Bring both arms up nice and tall, breathe in, on the breath out, tuck in your chin and slowly roll down between your feet. Breathe in, and on the breath out, slowly uncurl. Bring your hands onto your pelvis. You're going to do full circles around. So if you had pelvic girdle dysfunction during pregnancy, this also should be really a lot easier by now. 90% of the time, the pelvic floor pain goes straight away when you come out of the hospital, change direction again. If it's still there by now, you're kind of in a small group of people. So again, think about making contact with your physio department in the hospital if you attended before, or think about making an appointment with a physiotherapist. You may have some tight muscles that need a bit of loosening out. You may need a few specific exercises, but generally speaking, the exercises that are in this content are the exercises that will help you with your pelvic pain if you still have some. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, breathe in, on the breath out, tuck in your chin and slowly roll down. We're going to bend one knee, straighten the leg, bend out the other knee and straighten. So just getting a little bit of movement behind the knees and to the other side, and slowly come up. Bring your hands onto your pelvis, feet hip distance apart. We're going to lift and lower through the heels. So just warming up those calf muscles, getting a little bit of strengthening in. If any of you are thinking of going back to running, the latest guidelines suggest waiting until 12 weeks. They're only a guideline, so it doesn't mean it's a strict rule. But at the same time, that's what they're saying, and to spend time building up your core and the likes of your single leg and double leg movements of squats, lunges, heel raises. So this is bringing a little bit of that in at this nice early stage. Go for 2 and 1, kick out one leg and just circle through the ankle and change direction. Again, if we're looking at 12 weeks for getting back to running, just start thinking about what way you're going to do it. Would you like to couch 5k, or you kind of have your own fitness plan and think about it? Some of you may be thinking about getting back running sooner, but if you are, make sure that your body is ready first, that your core is strong. Okay, hands on your pelvis, roll onto your toes, roll onto your heels, come into halfway position. Your hands are coming in an inch and down an inch off your pelvis, just like we did lying down. You're going to take a breath in, and on the breath out, pulling in through your back passage and your front passage. So bringing in that anti-gravity pelvic floor action and holding it there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Release. So your pelvic floor obviously has to work in that upright position. So if you're walking, you're jumping, anything you want to get back to, breathe in and breathe out. Pull up really strong and hard and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and release. Let it go. That's it. So as before, as you breathe out, there's no big clenching to the tummy, just that pelvic floor leading the way. Breathe in and breathe out. Pull up, 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 up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 and release. And we'll do one more in this position. Breathe in and on the breath out, pulling up strong and hard for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 and release. Good stuff. Drop one arm down, side bend, up and over, lifting up and stretching out those muscles between the ribs and the pelvis, the lifting muscles, and switch to the other side. Perfect. And come back into standing. So we're just going to lift up one leg and work on a little bit of single leg balance. We're going to hold that there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your legs a little shake, and we're just going to point the toes outwards. And we're going to just do a little squatting, okay? So we're keeping the hands in the pelvis, and as you sit back onto your imaginary chair, those knees are going in the direction of the second toe, and your bottom is coming backwards. And push up, sink down, switch on the pelvic floor to meet the demand, that downward movement, and come up and go again. That's it, and come up, go for 6, 5, you might feel that little stretch in there, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up and give your legs a nice little shake. Okay, we're going to come to the end of the mat, reach your arms up nice and tall, breathe in, and on the breath out, tuck in your chin and slowly roll down. Keep your knees straight, get a stretch to the back of your knees, then bend your knees, walk your hands along the length of the mat and come onto all fours. Pelvic tips round and arch, and round again and arch. Come into halfway position, so keeping your belly button gently drawn in. Breathe in, and on the breath out, switch on your core. We're going to slide away one leg and reach out the opposite arm, so lifting up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, drop down, breathe out, switch to the other side. Breathe in, drop down, breathe out and switch. 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 Breathe in and breathe out. So keeping those lower tummy muscles gently drawn in. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your right hand in behind the left elbow, push through, then slide out the opposite leg, lift up and out. And go again, reach in behind the elbow, and then slide out the opposite leg, lift up and out. Switch to the other side, left hand in behind the right, push through, then slide out the opposite leg, lift up and out. And go again, reaching in, push through, and slide up and out. Perfect. We're going to come onto our back. So knees bent, hands resting onto your tummy, and pelvic tilt. Roll back and roll forwards, and roll back and roll forwards. Come into your halfway position. Breathe in, feel your tummy rise. And breathe, and we're going to pull up through back passage and front passage. So in that pelvic floor squeeze, we're going to bring up one leg into tabletop. Hold it there for breath in, and on the breath out, lower down. So your challenge is just to keep that pelvic neutral. So make sure your back doesn't squash into the mat, and nor do you get pulled up towards the mat. Breathe in and breathe out, pulling up through your back passage and your front passage. Bring up one leg and lower it down. Release your pelvic floor. So breathe in. Breathe out, pulling up, pull, 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 pull. Lift the leg, keep that squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out, pull up through your pelvic floor. And if you get to the point where you need to breathe in and out, just breathe in and out, keeping that pelvic floor squeeze, and lower down and release. Breathe in, breathe out, pulling up through back passage, front passage, hopefully starting to feel a bit more control through the tummy muscles, a little bit more tension. Bring up one leg, hold it there for breath in, and on the breath out, drop down. Breathe in and breathe out. So holding that pelvic floor squeeze, hold there for breath in, and on the breath out, drop down. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out, pull up. So often people will ask me, what do you mean? Breathe in and breathe out, squeeze, breathe in, release, breathe out. There's a lot to it. So when you're doing the exercise, just have your pelvic floor gently switched on and reinforce it as you breathe out and lift. So hold there for breath in, and on the breath out, drop down. Breathe in and breathe out, lift up, hold there for breath in, and on the breath out, drop down. Breathe in and breathe out, lift up, hold it there, and lower down. Perfect. Bring your arms out wide, breathe in, and on the breath out, roll your knees to the side. Come back through the center and over to the other side, and come back to the center. Breathe in, bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, drop your arms back, keep the ribs drawn in. Breathe in, semicircle, back to the center, and breathe out. Breathe in. So we're still keeping these exercises very, very gentle. We want to make sure that we're still spending the time on recovery, just exercising to keep mobility, to keep the muscles a little bit switched on until they're ready to be loaded. Bring one knee up towards your chest. Drop that leg down, bring the other one up and drop it down. Hands by your side, breathe in, and on the breath out, roll back, switch on the pelvic floor, coming up vertebra by vertebra, lifting into your bridge position, hold for breath in, and on the breath out, slowly roll down, breathe in again, breathe out, roll back, lifting up, hold there for breath in, and on the breath out, slowly roll down, breathe in, and breathe out, roll back, lifting up, hold there, and lower down, breathe in, and breathe out, roll back, lifting up, hold there, and lower down. One more, breathe in, and breathe out, roll back, lifting up, and slowly lower down. Hug your knees up to your chest, getting a nice stretch into the lower back. Then move your knees over towards your right shoulder, and over towards your left shoulder. Slide one leg away, bring that knee right up towards you. Lower that leg, slide it away, bring the other one right up towards you again. Perfect. And let's go over onto our side. So you're starting to notice the pattern of movements. Knees together, hands reach in front, breathe in, and on the breath out, lift up, open right back. Hold there for breath in and out. Breathe in again and breathe out. Come back to the center, breathe in and breathe out. Reach all the way back. That's it. Hold there for breath in and out. And breath in and out again. Come back to the center. One more. Breathe in. And on the breath out, reach all the way back. Hold there. And come back to the center. Hand onto your pelvis. And let's go for our 3 sets, 10 this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give your muscles a nice little thump. And let's go again. So hopefully these are nice and easy, making sure that everything feels very, very doable. Hopefully you're kind of bursting at the seams, dying to get back to exercise, and that's great. But if you're at the other side of it and working away through these might be exercises you'll use at 8 weeks postnatal, 10 weeks postnatal. So keep going until they feel very, very easy, and then move on to the next level. So as I said, everyone's recovery is very, very different. Give your muscles a nice little thump, and we'll do one more set and go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your muscles a nice little thump. Straighten out your legs. We're going to point the top toes away, lift up, toes towards you, drop down, toes away, lift up, toes towards you, drop down, and go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold up and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circles forwards. That's it. Okay, a nice bit of movement. Circles backwards. Well done. That's it. Lift up and pulse. 1. Bend the top knee. Drop it down in front and give your muscles a nice little thump. Well done. We're going to turn to the other side and repeat the exact same drill. So we're just adding tiny little bits of challenges as we move along through those weeks. Reaching forwards with your arms, breathe in, and on the breath out, lift up, reach all the way back, opening out through your chest. Breathe in and out, breathe in again, and out, breathe in again, and out. Come back to the center. Breathe in and breathe out, reach back, all the way back, holding it there for breath in and out. Breathe in again and out, and again, and out. One more. Breathe in and breathe out. So really good for those chest muscles that you don't develop rounded shoulders. Breathe in and out, breathe in and out, and come back to the center. Hand onto your pelvis. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your muscles a nice little thump, and off we go again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your muscles a little thump, and last set. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give the muscles a lovely thump again. Straighten out your legs. Point your top toes away, lift up, toes towards you, drop down, toes away, lift up, toes towards you, drop down. Let's go for 6, 5. So nice kick. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Hold up and pulse. Lovely. Giant circles forwards. Well done. And change direction. Giant circles backwards for 3, 2 and 1. Lift up and pulse. Perfect. Bend that top knee, lower the leg to the floor and give your muscles a nice little thump. And we're going to turn over onto our tummy. And we're going to reach the arms in front. So your head is hovering on the mat, chin tucked in, eyes facing down. If you wanted to throw a little block or a pillow under your head, you can for a bit of support. Otherwise, try a pelvic tilt in this position. So you're rounding your back and arching, coming into your halfway position. Breathe in, and on the breath out, lifting opposite arm, opposite leg. Breathe in, drop down. Breathe out, so just a little bit of strengthening for your lower back, switching on your core. So pull up through your back passage and your front passage, keeping your pelvis nice and level, so no wobble side to side. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands onto your shoulders, come up onto all fours, pelvic tilt. So round and arch, round up and arch, round up again and arch. Come into your halfway position and breathe in, breathe out, pulling up through back passage, front passage, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Breathe in again. And breathe out, pulling up really strong and hard. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And we're going to do our fast squeezes in this position. So we're just going to squeeze up, 1, 2, release, 1, 2, 3. Pull up, 1, 2, release, 1, 2, 3. So you might feel this more in the front than in the back. 2, 3. Pull up, 1, 2, release, 1, 2, 3. Pull up, 1, 2, release, 1, 2, 3. Pull up, 1, 2, release, 1, 2, 3. Pull up, 1, 2. Nearly there. Release, 1, 2, 3. Pull up, 1, 2, and release, 1, 2, 3. Sit back onto your heels, stretch nice and long through your spine. Breathe in and out, and breathe in and out. Walk your hands over to the right side, left hand overlapping right. Breathe in and out, and breathe in and out again. And then walk your hands over to the left side, right hand overlapping left. Breathe in and out, and breathe in and out again. Good stuff. Just sitting back onto your heels, give your shoulders a roll, reach forward between the shoulder blades, reach up, bring your arms apart, and just do some rib raises. That's it, getting a nice little stretch. Drop one arm down, side bend, up and over, and switch to the other side. Perfect. I hope that's enough to keep you going until your 6-week checkup. So remember, ask the questions, prepare for when you go to that 6-week checkup. Think about making contact with a women's health physiotherapist, and think about the exercise classes you're going to join. You're going to do some postnatal Pilates. So even though we've done a little bit of work at 6 weeks, it really begins 6 to 12 weeks is your next opportunity to get strong before you join maybe your kind of normal exercise classes, the higher intensity things. Think about running, CrossFit, weights, whatever it is you want to get back to. So have your little bit of homework done, and don't be afraid to look for help if you do have symptoms of leakage or pressure. Keep doing your pelvic floor exercises, and good luck with the rest of your recovery. Okay, take care.